Their goodnight text is sitting right there. Warm, specific, no games in it. And you are staring at your phone on the nightstand at midnight. And instead of feeling relieved, you feel something tighten. A low, quiet unease you cannot name. You put the phone face down. You tell yourself you will reply in the morning, but you know that is not really why you flipped it over. You have spent a long time saying you wanted this. Someone who actually shows up. Someone whose effort is not rationed, not conditional, not followed by 3 days of silence that make you feel like you imagined the whole thing. They are consistent. They are kind. They text back. And somehow, that is the thing making you want to run. But here's what makes this harder. It is not that you do not like them. You do. That is almost the problem. You catch yourself looking for something wrong, scanning their messages for a hidden edge, replaying a conversation, trying to find the thing that confirms your hesitation. You pick up your phone, you read the message again, and it is still just good, genuinely good. And instead of letting that land, you put the phone down again and feel vaguely irritated, like the goodness of it is somehow suspicious. You start creating small distances, slower replies, a little less warmth in your tone, not enough to end anything, just enough to feel like you have one foot out the door, just in case. And the worst part is knowing you are doing it and watching yourself do it anyway, like you are trapped in a behavior you did not consciously choose. If that's familiar, stay with me, because what comes next is the part that actually explains it. This is where it gets darker. Your brain is not broken. It is just running very old software. If your early experiences of love, or the relationships that shaped what love felt like for you, came with unpredictability, with warmth that arrived and then vanished, with kindness that had strings on it, your brain built a map. And that map says, love is not constant. Love requires vigilance. Love has a catch. So when someone shows up without the catch, your brain does not feel relief. It feels confused. And confused in the body can feel like danger. Be honest, you have already started mentally building a case against them, and they have not done anything. That is not you being perceptive. That is the map misfiring. The cruelest version of this is that the people who hurt you most were the ones you stayed for the longest, because at least the chaos was familiar. At least you knew the terrain. This person, steady, present, genuinely interested, is unknown territory. And unknown, even when it is safe, can feel like threat. So you reach for your phone at midnight, and you flip it face down. Not because they did something wrong, but because the absence of anything wrong is the most disorienting thing you have felt in a long time. Here's the part most people skip. The part of you that wants to run is not sabotaging you out of spite. That part has been keeping you upright for years. It learned very specifically that hope without an exit plan is dangerous, that letting someone all the way in before you know if they will stay is how you end up on the floor. It is not a flaw. It is a survival skill that outlived its usefulness. The real work isn't finding someone who finally gives you everything. It's learning to quietly let yourself receive it without running. That is the whole sentence. Because the finding, you did that. The hard part is the staying. The staying still while someone is kind to you. The staying when your body is sending alerts that something must be wrong, because nothing is wrong. You are not broken. You are just carrying instructions written in a different season of your life, and your nervous system has not yet been given evidence that those instructions are out of date. So here is what you can actually do. Not a speech, not a decision, just a practice. When the urge to create distance arrives, and it will, pause before you act on it. Ask yourself, is there something real here, or is this the map talking? Tonight, before you sleep, read their last message again. Not to analyze it, just ask yourself honestly, is there anything actually wrong here, or am I searching? That gap between your answer and your behavior, that is the whole thing. Then, small as it sounds, reply. Not perfectly, not with a wall of warmth to compensate, just reply. Let yourself be a little reachable. Let the small moment of contact happen without managing it to death. Because trust is not a feeling you arrive at.
It is a thing you build in increments so small they almost do not count, until one day you realize you have been sleeping with your phone face up again, that their good morning message does not make you tighten, that you read it and just let it be what it is. Pick up your phone. The message is still there. It is still warm. It does not need anything from you, except that you let it in.